What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek, and today I am talking about VHS Viral that was released back in 2014. So I'm going to be 100% honest with everybody. It's been over 10 years since I have seen this movie. Only because when I watched it, I thought it was god-awful. Like, no lie, no BS. I decided that I would go ahead and give this another chance with a different perspective. 10 years has passed. I've got more mileage under my belt. And maybe something would click this time around. But I did end up watching this on Peacock, but you can find it for free on Tubi, Plex, and the Roku channel. I'm talking spoilers, and also at the same time, I am going to just talk segment by segment, just like I have with the rest of my VHS reviews. So, let's go ahead and get started. Vicious Circles. At least I believe that's what it's called. Right out of the gate, the main guy was pissing me off, and just the overall concept of it was very, very annoying. That, I want to go viral! I want to go viral! When 9 times out of 10, actually more like 10 times out of 10, if you go viral, it's for something accidental. I mean, yeah, we're not even going to get into examples with that. So just that whole setup was already really, really annoying. The CG throughout this, and you're going to hear me reference this for each segment too, the CG was just bad. Like, it was freaking awful how bad the CG was in this movie. And there was a funny line throughout it. Give me a burger before I give you matching eyeshadow. I laughed at that one. I might jokingly say that to my wife sometimes, and then probably get punched in the face myself. But in that same segment, there is a dog that gets stabbed in the head. And the dog's literally just sitting there with the fork or whatever. It's not like a normal eating a salad fork, but it's one of the big 2-prong ones. Dog gets stabbed in the freaking head. Who in their right mind thought that was a good idea? So right out of the gate, well, not even necessarily out of the gate, but when that happened, I was like, okay, I was already leaning way more negative with this. Awful. And then the rest of it, the wraparound sucks. That's basically what I'm getting. My point is, I hated the way it ended. I thought that it's different little bits each time with a different group of people. I hated it. I hated this. All right, so next up, we have got Dante the Great, and it's set up more like it has a mockumentary aspect to it. Once again, CG was awful, especially when he's learning about the cloak and pulling the bunny. You could see it. It just atrocious. And then it ends up killing the bunny. And some of it, I could be wrong on this one, so definitely let me know your guys' opinions down below. Some of this was not found footage, like the rest of VHS is supposed to be. So all in all, the concept of them following a magician around, I thought that was a great concept. But it's bad. It's so bad. All right, next up, Parallel Monsters. Once again, we've got an interesting concept because a guy builds a portal to another dimension. And sure enough, he finds a mirror version of himself on the other side. They want to switch places and see what's going on each other's worlds. We got bad CG again. And then don't even get me started on the weird dick hand puppet monsters that are just dumb. I laughed when the guy punched the wife in the face, though. When he's trying to escape. And she's like, what are you doing? And then just runs off. Laughed about that. And if you take away any lessons from this segment or just this movie in general, don't ever swap places with an alternate universe version of yourself. It's not going to end good. It's going to end bad, just like this segment did. Bone Storm. All right. I'm going to get this out right now. I hated every fucking character in Bone Storm. So already, I either want them to die bad, so that way I can be like, oh, good, the douchebags got it. 2 of them live, and it's probably the 2 that were easily, when I say offensive, I don't mean in a bad way, but I I wanted to give them what they needed, I guess. But the music is awful in this. Once again, an interesting concept that is just wasted. Man, lame as fuck, if I'm being 100% honest. And when I was watching VHS Viral, it got to a point where I was like, oh shit, it seems like it's wrapping up. And I looked it up. There was another segment that was supposed to be in this movie, but was cut because it was not found footage. So I guess, one, why? Because you have two great earlier entries into the anthology series about it all being found footage. I don't know why somebody's like, hey, look, for VHS, I'm going to do not found footage. No. So this runtime was very short, and I'm just going to say thank God for that. So let's just move into rewatch, buy, review. Would I watch this again? No. I've fooled me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I will never watch this again. It is trash. Would I buy this? No, actually. And many of you be like, well, we've heard you say, to complete your collection. I want to have a complete collection. I do not want this in my collection at all. What score would I give this? Now, in my notes, I have written down a 2. Because some of the concepts were really good. They're just executed poorly. But the more I'm talking about it and the more I'm getting pissed off about it, I'm just going to knock it down to a 1. This movie was a waste of time. All the segments were just completely ignorant because they were executed awful. Good ideas, just terrible. Literally everything else. And this reminded me why I stopped watching the franchise originally. But thank God that everything else, whether it's been just a pinch better, that's an insult to the other. Everything has been better than this. This is easily the low point of the VHS franchise. So if you're going through and watching these, skip Viral. It's trash. It is garbage. But that will do it for VHS Viral, guys. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know. Am I being too harsh on it? Do you like this? Please explain to me how you do, because I cannot see it for the life of me. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed listening to me bitch about VHS Viral, and consider subscribing to the channel if you have not, because I would greatly appreciate it. But until next time, you guys have a good one.